please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Imig, would you please call roll?
Bill Jarvis.
Here.
Miles Long.
Here.
Tom Curris. Chris Rack.
Here.
Bob Kokon.
Here.
Gary Imig present. Tom Anderson.
Here. Minutes of the public meeting of March 3rd, 2025. Pleasure of the board.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rack,
Second.
second by Mr. Long. Is that, oh, sorry, second by Mr. Imig. All in favor? Aye. Carries 7-0. First item on the agenda, Plan Commission Case 2521, BP Gas Station Quick Run Convenient Mart. General location 5601 US Highway 30, Burr Street Crossing, Lot 4. Petitioner Lucky Business, Inc., represented by DVG Team, Inc., James Huss, Jr., PE. Requests secondary approval of a US 30 Commercial Corridor Overlay District Development Plan. Good evening, Mr. Huss.
Good evening. I don't have much to report tonight. Obviously, it seems like last month's meeting was pretty satisfactory to everybody involved. I don't have any changes to the project or the site to report. We did just file with IDEM for our NOI to kind of get ahead of that, hopefully. So that's the last gatekeep we have, assuming the commission provides their secondary approval this evening.
Okay. When do you plan to start destruction of the current?
The intent is to basically roll right in, possibly even as soon as the next month, with demolition and then immediately construction after that.
Okay. Questions from board members? Anything from staff? Nothing. Course of action?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Rack.
Plan Commission Case 25-2-1, BP Gas Station Quick Run Convenient Mart, general location 5601 US Highway 30, Burr Street Crossing, Lot 4. Petitioner Lucky Business Incorporated, represented by DVG Team Incorporated, James Huss, Jr., PE. Request secondary approval of a US 30 Commercial Corridor Overlay District Development Plan. I make a motion to approve pursuant to all federal, state, local regulations, and that all fees are kept current with the town of Schererville.
I have a motion by Mr. Rack,
Second.
second by Mr. Long. Mr. Imig, would you please call roll?
Bill Jarvis.
Yes.
Miles Long.
Yes.
Tom Curris.
Yes.
Chris Rack.
Yes.
Bob Kokon.
Yes.
Gary Imig, yes. Tom Anderson.
Yes, so approved 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Moving on, Plan Commission Case 2536, Klein Commons, Lot 1, Proposed Scooters Coffee, general location 790 US Highway 30, Klein Commons, Lot 1. Petitioner Grit and Grind Holdings, LLC, represented by DVG Team, Inc., James Huss, Jr., PE. Request secondary approval of a US 30 Commercial Corridor Overlay District Development Plan.
Good evening again. Similar to the last petition, nothing new to report on this one. Obviously, we're here petitioning for secondary approval. I think everything's going well. There's still some emails bouncing around from the architect as they line up their state release, but just like the last project, they're very eager after this approval to get underway and hopefully be in business by the end of the year.
Okay. Questions from board members? Mr. Imig?
Yeah, I do have one question as I'm looking at, the coffee place in Dyer and the traffic. I don't remember on your plan, is the other scooters, have they had as much traffic as some, like the other one that just went in Dyer, or is it not expected to be that intense?
I know the other location that's not a Scooters Coffee in Dyer that you're referring to, haven't had any similar issues in their Scooters St. John location. As we discussed during study session, this does have plenty of queuing on the property, and even beyond, given the greater Klein Commons parking lot, as you will. I think what's unique to that Dyer location, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or even say the brand name, but the site circulation of that site versus what they had to work with just isn't ideal. I don't think we're going to have anything like that at this location.
The other one we're talking about appears to be impacting the neighboring business as well. So
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm very confident that we could probably queue 15 cars off their property before we ever had any issues impacting the other businesses in Klein Commons.
Other questions, comments? Anything from staff?
Nope.
Course of action?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Rack.
Plan Commission Case 25-3-6, Klein Commons Lot 1, Proposed Scooters Coffee. General location 790 US Highway 30, Klein Commons Lot 1. Petitioner Grit and Grind Holdings LLC, represented by DVG Team Incorporated, James Huss Jr., P.E., requests secondary approval of a US 30 Commercial Corridor Overlay District Development Plan. I make a motion to approve pursuant to all federal, state, local regulations, and that the fees are kept current to the town of Schererville.
I have a motion by Mr. Rack,
Second.
second by Mr. Long. Mr. Imig, would you please call roll?
Bill Jarvis.
Yes.
Miles Long.
Yes.
Tom Curris. Chris Rack.
Yes.
Bob Kokan.
Yes.
Gary Emig, yes. Tom Anderson.
Yes, so approved 7-0. Thank you, Mr. Huss.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to commission business, findings of fact, Plan Commission Case 25-3-6, Klein Commons, pleasure of the board.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rack,
Second.
second by Mr. Kokan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carries 7-0. Any correspondence? With that, we are adjourned. Can we change the agendas going? Call the April 7th, 2025 Plan Commission study session to order. Pledge of Allegiance has already been recited. Roll call will show Mr. Corus is not in attendance at this meeting. All others are. First item, item A, Laura Lane, Lot 2. General location, 1139 Caroline Avenue, Laura Lane, Lot 2. Petitioner CCI 2 Inc., Bob Gates, request US 30 Commercial Corridor Overlay District Development Plan Review. Good evening. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Bob Gates.
And what are we here for tonight?
Well, when we originally purchased this 2 acres, it was 2 parcels. We had it subdivided to Lot 1 and Lot 2. We currently our office is on Lot 1 on 30. We want to build a small office on Lot 2, which has access from Caroline. But I don't want to do that unless we determine for sure if there's going to be cross-access required on this lot. It was mentioned through discussion with Denise that potentially you would want access from 30 to Caroline through this lot. And I want to make sure that, I'm hoping that's not a requirement, because if it is, I probably wouldn't build the building. It seems like there's sufficient access to Caroline east and west of where we are.
Okay, so,
So before I proceed with development and design, I just want to make sure that road's not going to be required.
okay.
The next drawing would probably show you a little more info.
So you still own Lot 1?
Yes.
Still, yeah. And Lot 2 at about the midpoint, you're looking to put a building up?
No, not, we're going to do it just south of the new retention area, right there. That's why, do they have another drawing or no? There you go, next one. Bam.
Tell me when to stop, Bob.
There you go.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Jarvis?
just a quick question. What is the reasoning behind not wanting the connection?
I think it's a very tight drive on the east side of our existing building. That's first part. And second, we get a lot of vagrants already in the area. I can't even imagine what it would be like putting a through road through there. Wouldn't make any sense.
And then would your plan be to put a fence between the two properties?
Oh, I don't see a need to put a fence because it's all wooded from the back of my parking lot on Lot 1. It's wooded all the way to Caroline. I'm only going to clear the wooded area enough to do the retention area and build a building at the north end.
So the rest of the wooded area would stay then?
Correct.
Okay. When you mentioned vagrants, I was thinking individuals just hanging back or not vehicles.
No, it's individuals, it's all the above. It's awful.
And by the way,
Have you contacted the Schererville Police about that?
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? I mean, they walk up and down 30 all day long, so, from hotel to hotel. But that's okay, it is what it is. I just know that adding a path through there would just make it way worse. And again, it's no big deal. If you require a pass through there, I just won't build on the north lot. It's no big deal. But I'm not going to proceed with design and then have that dropped on me.
Were there stipulations on Lot 1 that it had to,
No.
no? Okay. So there, so it's up to us, if there weren't stipulations set on Lot 1 that it had to have cross-access to Lot 2.
Right.
Yeah, Comments?
Mr. Chairman, you know I've always been a proponent for cross easements, but in this case here, with that lot, I don't see the need because Carolina is a good street where we can get emergency vehicles in from that area to service any building that would be there.
Well, and he'd have to remove his trees also.
Well, I only have to remove them on the north end.
Right, but I mean, if we.
Oh,
if we
yeah,
said we-
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And it would just be really tight between the west, or the east edge of the building on lot 1 and our property line. I can just see cars rolling through
Yeah, I'm
there.
familiar, that's the
30
white,
miles an hour, it would be a disaster.
that's the white brick building
Yes, sir.
between, yeah.
It would be a disaster. I could,
Mr. Chairman,
Comments?
I would have to agree with the thought that no cross easement, because if you have them go in at the light at Janice or the light at Caroline, that's a little bit more controlled traffic instead of people stopping to try to turn in to get to the back lot. When we have the access all the way around from 2 points to get to Caroline, I feel like the cross access through this property isn't necessary.
Yeah, within a fairly short distance, there's a light.
correct.
Both sides.
Both
Off of-
east and west.
Yeah,
of us,
right,
yes.
yeah,
And I travel that road every day,
yeah.
going to the safety village, and I don't see an issue.
Other comments, questions?
They're just looking for us to say, yeah.
Anything from staff?
No, I think it's a good plan.
You know, I hate to see a bunch of trees come out just to make.
Yeah, thank you. Agreed.
And I do believe it would turn into people not visiting either of those businesses using that and,
Cutting through.
yeah.
How do we need to proceed with this? We
Well,
just
this
say,
is,
we
this is just a
say-
study session. He's looking for guidance as, so if we were going to make it, from what I understand, if we were gonna make you put a cross-access, you would kill the project, but at this point, if we're not going to do that, you want to go forward and put the building up.
Correct. I already have Ted Roan and DVG on board, and
Okay.
we want to proceed.
Engineering is, have you done engineering or?
That's the next step. I do already, well, you can see what we already have done for the north lot with DVG 4 years ago. But we will move to the next step now based on this conversation.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, get your engineering, your architectural, come back for another study session. Once you have your ideas down and your engineering ready to go, we can
Excellent.
kick that around a bit, and then we can get you set for a public hearing once we see how you want to proceed with the building.
Perfect. Thank
Right.
you. All right.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Next item, item B, 6523 West Lincoln Highway, proposed one-lot subdivision, general location 6523 West Lincoln Highway. Petitioner Abdullah Abdelkader, Skyway Real Estate, Inc., Georgia Janis and Janjus Construction, requesting a one-lot subdivision review. Good evening.
Good evening. George Angus here.
Abdul Qadir here.
Okay, so this is the property, what is it you're looking to do? Are you looking to rezone or,
No, so currently it's C3 zoning in the front and R3 zoning in the back. And our client just wants to make this one-lot subdivision, just to be able to do an addition to the existing home there and do a renovation on the inside.
That's the greenhouse?
That's correct.
Okay, yeah, I went by, so you want to make it all R3? Or,
He's basically combining it into a one-lot subdivision. It's under meets and bounds legal description, so he's creating a lot of record in order to add a structure to the property. It will still remain C3 in the front, R3 in the back, if and when he decides to do something with the portion of the property, he'd have to come back to you to do, split that lot off.
okay,
Yeah, that's correct.
so you're going to rehab the house at this point? Yeah. Questions from board members?
As long as all the zoning stays the way it is, I don't have any issues.
Anybody else? Anything from staff?
No.
All right. Good. We don't have an issue with it, so
He'll be scheduled for public hearing.
they have,
He has to come in for a
Okay.
public hearing, yes.
yeah, get scheduled with Denise for a public hearing, and we'll move forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next item, item C, 8407 Burr Street, proposed one-lot subdivision, general location 8407 Burr Street. Petitioner Gary Lee Williamson requests a one-lot subdivision review. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Barb Studzinski, speaking for Gary.
I'm sorry, what was the name?
You're doing towards the lower. Barb Studzinski.
Okay. So, who are you to Gary Lee Williamson?
Significant.
Pardon me?
Going to be his roommate.
Oh, okay. So, this do we have a? Okay, so that's a
It's this one here.
deep lot, that's next to the new,
Mr.
little
Perez's
house going in?
Taj
big
Mahal.
house.
The little house?
Yes.
Okay, so there's is there a house at the west end there now?
Yes.
And is it meets and bounds and they're looking to just bring it into a one-lot subdivision?
Just cleaning up the record.
Any questions? No. That area seems to be getting more tightened
Occupied?
up, so sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
So you advertise, get with Denise to advertise, and we'll have a public hearing on it and move forward from there.
Okay.
All righty,
Thank you.
thank you. With that, we are adjourned.